What's good, y'all? How are y'all doing today? This race was insane. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was an insane race. Like that was a race from start to finish, something insane. That was a crazy race. And I don't know how else to really say it, bro, but man, that was just a crazy race. Very eventful from I think maybe to like the later stages of stage two to the end of the race, bro. It was insane. That was an insane race. Man, I don't know where to even start. I'm not gonna talk about the whole race. There's like three main things I probably want to get into for this video, and that's the battle between Connor Zilisch and SVG to start. Right, you know those two were going neck and neck throughout a quite bit of this race. Not a lot though, because SVG, his car was not hooked up the way Connor's was. You know what I'm saying? That 9 was not as good as the 88s today. If they had the even amount of car, the same amount of car, the same kind of, setup, I guarantee you SVG would have, probably would have won this race, possibly. But Connor was very hooked up as well. There was an incident between those two drivers, and I believe that SVG, I believe he blocked. He was trying to block too hard, and then got Connor Zilisch, fucked up at that moment, if that makes any sense. And Connor said, you're not going to block me again. You're going to, my nose is here. So, and honestly, I kind of see that because Connor was there. Could have Connor backed up, I guess, but his nose was there. Like, his nose was there. SVG was blocking like crazy, so, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure SVG was a good sport about it. He said he hasn't seen the replay yet. He was going to, like, in the interview, he probably has seen it now, but, yeah, I feel like the SVG tried to clear himself. That's how I feel. But, hey, it was a racing incident at the end of the day. Nothing was on purpose. We've seen this millions of times. The next one, we talk about Austin Hill. Austin Hill, I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him a whole other video on himself, but man, Austin Hill was a bit of a menace. Again, he got into the 88 Connor Zilisch on a restart. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that necessarily. He just gave him a bumper. You know what I'm saying? He just gave him a bumper. Was it clean? Absolutely not. But was it the dirtiest thing in the world? Absolutely not. We've seen that plenty of times. He didn't get wrecked. I don't think that was egregious to the point where he should get a lot of hate. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen bump and runs since the beginning of NASCAR. But let's keep it buck, right? Austin Hill, he shouldn't be doing shit like that at the moment, considering he's on thin ice with the fans and his reputation is already down the drain when it comes to being clean, if that makes any sense. So, but hey, he's gonna do what he does. But the next incident was when he got into it with Michael McDowell. And look, bro, was it on purpose? Absolutely not. Austin Hill did not mean to wreck Michael McDowell and 16 other cars in the field on purpose. Absolutely not. However, his hindsight, like, he realized that in hindsight that was an issue, right? That was not the best move. Bro, Austin Hill, bro, he definitely, like, he has a lot more learning to do. I'm going to just tell you that right now, bro, because he could have easily backed out of that situation because he knew two cars was going to fit coming out of the corner. And he wrecked Michael McDowell in the process and 16 other cars. Look, like I said before, I know it wasn't on purpose. We know that. It wasn't on purpose. However, the point still stands of that he needs to be a smarter driver on track. Stop making these dumb mistakes like this. Like, come on now. You wrecked 16 other cars in the process, Austin. Like, dang. Like, and the fans were grilling you on social media for good reason. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, I've heard some other arguments that Michael McDowell could have gave him more room once the nose got out there. But I definitely do feel like that Austin Hill most definitely could have backed out of the situation and could have most definitely given him more room than what he needed. Because, first of all, Michael McDowell was already far out of the corner, right? Austin Hill's going to go even further out of the corner. I don't think that there's you know, there wasn't no room for both of them. So, you know, hey, it is what it is between those two drivers. You know what I'm saying? But Austin, bro, I put more blame on Austin. I really most definitely do. Because it's like, dang, man, your first race back and you're causing chaos like that? Dang, like, come on now. Come on, Austin. Like, I know more other people on social media and YouTubers are probably going to give you a lot more shit than I am. And who am I? I just got 15 subscribers. But I do feel like that, you know, you could have definitely made that situation a lot better. And credit to the CW for interviewing him after the wreck on the red flag. So, yeah. Connor Zilisch, of course, he wasn't happy about the 21 giving him the bumper. You know what I'm saying? Which I understand. But hey, Connor Zilisch ends up winning anyway. Connor was on point throughout the damn near the entire race. It was on point. He gets his 6th win of the season, you know, and just a year ago, he won his first career race at this track. So, you know, yeah. In victory lane, though, Connor Zilisch got out of the car and he was going to celebrate, but his foot got caught in the cockpit when he got up on top of his hood, and I think he hit head first on the ground. Man, like that's, you know, it looked like he was knocked out in victory lane. And bro, let me tell you something, bro, that was terrifying. Like, as a guy, I've hit my head on hard concrete before when I was like in like 1st or 2nd grade. That is not a good feeling. Oh my goodness. Did I get knocked out? No. Thank God. I think Connor, I believe it looked like he got knocked out and he had to get taken away in the ambulance. And man, that comes to show you, bro, that like that was a very nasty fall. You know what I'm saying? That was a very nasty fall, and I hope he's okay. I hope to God that he's just fine. You know, that was scary to see. Very scary to see. First, you know, he had an incident at Talladega this year. He got injured from that. He came back better than ever. You know what I'm saying? He's been on a streak ever since. And to have another incident like this outside of the car, man, it was really scary to see, and it's very unfortunate that happened. I'm not even thinking about if he's gonna race tomorrow, because it's what is really important to me is that he gets better. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Stuart Friesen. You know what I'm saying? I hope that these guys get better because these are some very talented drivers. And Connor, bro, you know, if he has to sit out next week, matter of fact, he races tomorrow, right? If he has to sit out tomorrow, I hope that he gets well. You know what I'm saying? I hope he gets the best recovery. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a damn shame that had to happen. That happened. Yeah, I don't know. Watching that really just had me scared. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was really scared to see that because that's head first, like on concrete. That's not good, and it was very nasty. So, yeah. Congrats to him, though. Congrats to him. So was there anything else to talk about throughout the race? I don't think so. Yeah, Austin Hill. I don't know. Like, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, I know a lot of people aren't, but man, like, oof, that was not looking good. But yeah, I think that's the end of everything. You know what I'm saying? I really think that's the end of everything. Just an Allgaier won stage 1. Yeah, congrats to him. And yeah, hope y'all have a good one and get well, Connor.